Welcome to In the Zoom Where It Happens with our hosts, Shannon Spees and Brandon Krekel.
Hi, I'm Shannon Spees.
And I'm Brandon Krekel, and we're really excited to have Alex Matthews, the general manager with Great Wolf Lodge, joining us in the Zoom today. Welcome, Alex.
Thank you, Shannon, Brandon. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. So we'll just jump right into the first question, if that's all right.
Yes.
So tell us a bit about yourself and how what led you to become the general manager of Great Wolf Lodge.
Sure. Well, I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, home of the Steelers. Now I love the Chiefs, but I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and grew up there. Always loved serving people. From a youth, I'm from serving my younger brothers and sisters. I was the oldest, and that really led me into hotels. And as I progressed in life, I started to work for smaller hotels that were attached to casinos where you can get a lot of experience. There's a lot of great stories I could tell you. But when you work in a smaller hotel, it allows you to gain a lot of experience. So, I was not only the front desk, I was night audit. I cleaned rooms. I was the pool supervisor. You're everything at those type of hotels. And one of the hotels that I worked for was in a partnership group with Great Wolf Lodge to open up a hotel in Grand Mound, Washington. And so that's when I started with Great Wolf in 2008. And I was the retail and attractions manager. I worked my way up there and became the retail director of Great Wolf Kansas City. And then I moved a couple of different times to New England. I opened up the property in New England. And then I was the assistant general manager down in our largest property at Grapevine, Texas. And so then I got a chance to come back here to Kansas City. My wife is from Kansas City. I met my wife when I was here. I was married at the Uptown Theater. And so I love Kansas City, love everything about it. And I was so happy to be back here.
I love that. And I don't know if you saw my reaction, but Shannon knows this. I am a diehard Pittsburgh fan, so I was pumped. You can see my Steelers beanie. I still got the Chiefs. I still rep the Chiefs. But...
So I hit it. So
yes.
I didn't want to, but I had to hide it a little bit. But yes, I'm from Pittsburgh. I'm a diehard Steelers fan, but if they're out of it, like they have been in the last couple of years, I'm a Chiefs fan.
Absolutely. For sure. I consider myself a diehard Chiefs and Royals fan as well. You just gotta rep the team. We can chat. We can chat later because this isn't a Pittsburgh podcast. But I love to talk.
Yes.
It would have been okay if you just left that chair hidden. That's all.
But now we know.
Can you edit it out later? No. Okay. No.
I almost grabbed my terrible towel and held it up, but I won't do that. Anyway, so from what you just said, it sounds like you've been with Great Wolf Lodge for quite some time. What about the organization has kept you there for so long?
Yeah, our mission is to bring joy to families, and it's something that is near and dear to me. I have a bigger family, and before, I worked at Great Wolf before I had a family of my own. I have a family with young children now, and I'm the coolest person ever. I go to my kids' kindergarten school, and I'm the coolest person ever, right? Because I work at Great Wolf Lodge. They don't know what I do, but they know I work at Great Wolf Lodge, and that's absolutely cool. But every day I get to experience excitement from children and families, and it's just refreshing every single day. And it's a kick that you can't really quite explain unless you live it. And so anytime I'm having a tough day, or there's a challenge, or there's we're dealing with a bunch of meetings, what I do to cheer myself up is I go out and I watch a family arrive for the first time and see the kids' excitement and see the family's excitement. And that's what brings joy to me, is to bring joy to families. So our company mission is something that I hold near and dear to my heart. And it's what drives me, and why I've been with Great Wolf for so long. I've been with Great Wolf for 13 years.
Amazing. Shannon, I have a quick follow-up, and I want to tell you a quick story, Alex, because I grew up going to Great Wolf Lodge. I went there. My best friends growing up, set of twins. I'm a twin, so we had that. We went every year for their birthday. The reason I hate lima beans is because of Great Wolf Lodge. Not because I ate them there, but my mom was trying to have me eat my lima beans. I didn't finish them one night for dinner, and she said, "You're not going to the Great Wolf Lodge unless you finish your lima beans." To this day, I hate lima beans. But what I did was I ended up just spitting them in my milk so she wouldn't know, so I could still go to the Great Wolf Lodge.
Does your mom watch these? Is she gonna?
I'm gonna show her this one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know
Yeah.
if she
You
does
should.
it.
Yes. No, that's awesome, and I love when I hear stories like that. I usually hear them in our lobby with because we're coming up on 20 years now here at Great Wolf. We opened in 2003. We're the fourth property that was built. It was right after the third, but it's the fourth property that was built. We are now up to 18. Right, and so when you look at it, it's almost 20 years ago. And I usually hear a story like that in the lobby when I'm talking to a guest, and they'll say, "Hey, I was here when I was a young child. I was 8 or, even sometimes younger, 8, 7. And now they're bringing their small children to a place that they've been. And it's so great that you have that generational leap there. And it's so awesome. And we're happy to be able to serve a second generation.
So how many of your guests are local versus visitors? Because we know a lot, I mean, just Brandon's story, for example, there are a lot of Kansas City natives who do a staycation and stay at Great Wolf Lodge, and the kids look forward to it after they eat their lima beans. So
Yes.
what is that percentage?
Well, Kansas City is in the metro area is our largest DMA, and which is great. However, it's 40%. So 60% of our guests are coming out of state as well. So 40% are, just generally in this area. And then, the other 60% we're getting from St. Louis or Omaha, Wichita, in Oklahoma, Colorado, everywhere that, around Kansas, we have folks that are coming to stay at our property. So it's great that we have such a great following here local with the staycations, but also we get to bring people into our wonderful city from around the other states. And sometimes, they're coming from Arkansas. We have Arkansas spring break is really big for us here. So a lot of people that come into the area, which is also great for our local businesses and attractions in the area.
Well, I know, I think our boss took his kids to Great Wolf Lodge maybe over the last year anyway. So how did you guys adapt, to COVID? White elephant in the room. We're curious about it. What all were you doing? How did that affect you all moving forward too?
Yeah. So it was one of the toughest periods in my life, in my professional life, when we had to close down. We thought we were closing for a few weeks in March, and then that extended further, and then we decided we were going to have to close for for a longer period of time. And during that period of time, we weren't just sitting here. Our team and the teams across the entire country began working on what we call the Paw Pledge. And it was our pledge to our guests that when you come back here, whenever we were going to reopen, which ended up being June, you were going to be able to come here and be safe. And so we were really leading the charge with health and safety protocols, not only for our PAC members, that's our employees, that's what we call our employees, our PAC members, and our guests. And so we took away some of the barriers. We made basically the cancellation policy disappear. We temp checked all of our PAC members. We did a lot of great social distancing measures, not only in the rooms, but in the water park as well, because that's the main attraction. We want to make sure that people feel safe in the water park. So lots of great things. One of the things that I'm most proud of, and I think one of the things that are going to kind of stay the test of time, it's not going to disappear with the pandemic, is a lot of our ordering process and our arrival experience. So our arrival experience has kind of evolved because we need to get as much information to people before they arrive, so that when they get here, we don't have crowds in the lobby. And so a lot of information went up front. And I think that's just a great procedure that we put in place that's going to stick around. Same thing with mobile ordering. We kind of revitalized our app. Mobile ordering and mobile pickup is a lot more prevalent these days. And I think just in most businesses, those are the things that are going to last. Before the pandemic, my wife loved Target pickup. Like, it was her favorite thing ever. And then, no one was really using it, not a lot, but, now everyone knows about Target pickup. And, we think, how do we live life without, Target pickup or all of these, these pickup, Walmart and some of these other places. Those things I think are going to stand the test of time. And, we always say, don't waste the pandemic, right? Let's innovate. Let's go through and let's come up with procedures that are going to stick around and last for a long time.
Well, and I think you really hit the nail on the head with, don't waste the pandemic. Make sure that you get something positive from it and can evolve and be better, from what we've been going through. And with that being said, on Yahoo Finance, Great Wolf Lodge was one of the top searched destinations for vacations. And to me, that says, people are changing how they look at vacations, how they travel, where they visit. But to be right there with the Grand Canyon, I mean, that's pretty impressive, So how has that been, how would you reflect upon that?
I think it's awesome. Anytime you can be in the same breath as Yosemite, Disney World, the Grand Canyon, and then you've got Great Wolf Lodge right there. And I think Disney World is its own thing. And it's a great destination. My family, we plan on going as well. But here's the cool thing about Great Wolf Lodge is that it's accessible to most everyone in America. So I told you we have 18 properties, and you can drive. 90% of Americans can drive to Great Wolf within a few hours to a Great Wolf. So we have them all over the country, and so there's lots of opportunities. Yeah, people don't feel comfortable jumping on a plane, and and that's fine right now. So what you can feel comfortable is to get into a car, drive to Great Wolf, potentially within a few hours, and have some great family fun that's safe and immersive. So I think it's great that we are on that list. It was an honor. I saw it and I was like, wow, but it really goes to what our PAC members and our our PAC leaders here, what they do to make sure that we take care of our guests and our PAC. Because if we didn't have a great reputation on safety and making sure that everyone was safe here on property with our protocols, we wouldn't be there. And I feel really honored to have been included on that list.
Absolutely. And I confess that I have never been to a Great Wolf Lodge to take advantage of the water park or stay the night in one of your resorts. But I have been to attend business meetings, and I don't know that everybody knows about your meeting space and what that looks like, but I've attended, business luncheons and just all day, meetings. And I know there are different types of rooms and spaces available. So are those still available at this time?
Yes, with protocols in place. So we have about 4,500 square feet of meeting space that's multifunctional use. And typically we're able to service lots of different things. We just had a wedding this past weekend. So we'll do weddings and we'll do reunions and we'll do, we've done government business meetings and some of these other things that really, people don't realize, hey, you can hold your meeting. But I think the coolest part about this is that you can do meetings by a pool bar, right? We have a great big outdoor pool with a deck, and you can set up a meeting. How cool is your meeting if you're able to have it by the pool deck? And another thing that we pride ourselves on is a lot of times people, business travelers really travel solo, right? And they don't bring their families. Well, at Great Wolf, if you're traveling to Great Wolf, the benefit is that, hey, you could bring your family. You have a hotel night. If you have a small family, you can bring your family with you, and they can have fun while you're handling business, and then you can join them afterwards. So it's a great, again, it's one of the things that I love is that we're a little bit different in some of these other facets, and even including some of the business travel, but lots of great opportunities. And if you're looking for a place to hold your meetings, please see us. Come check us out.
Yeah, maybe we do that, Shannon, for like a staff retreat or something. We can all stay there too.
Yes.
So we've got one more question, but I want to ask a quick one. In the water park, is there stuff for the adults? I mean, to do, obviously they can slides and stuff, but it's been a minute since I've been there and I haven't ever been an adult there. So.
Yeah, so there is, I think from the standpoint of water activities, we have an adult only hot tub, and we have a family hot tub. Now those are operated a little bit differently now during the pandemic, but there is. So yes, you can do the adult slides. We have a nice bar right next to the one of the bigger pools for the adults to hang out and just kind of chill. We do have a bar on the exterior when we open the outdoor pool in May. We usually see the adults out there hanging out by the bar, having a cocktail, and then going out and maybe playing some mini golf right out next door. So it's a fun place, and yes, adults can have fun too.
Cool.
I
cool.
do.
Thanks for that. I was just curious. Yeah, right. Well, we've got one last question we like to ask all of our guests, and what's one thing that you want our audience, our chamber members, to know about the Great Wolf Lodge?
Sure. Well, right now, as everywhere, we are hiring. That's number one. For folks who want their family members or themselves to have a rewarding experience. And as I mentioned, we're all about great family fun and bringing joy to families. And if that's something that interests you, we love to have people as members of our team. We are an expanding, growing company. And I mentioned we have 18 properties, and our goal before the pandemic hit was to open up 2 properties per year. And so we're growing exponentially. And so if there's someone that that is looking for opportunities to grow, we're a great company to join, because we're a big company, but we're still growing. We're growing at a rapid pace, so I think it's a great opportunity for career growth in the hospitality industry. Not only hospitality, but aquatics industry. We have a robust aquatics team, as well as maintenance and security in some of those other places. So there's lots of opportunities here at Great Wolf.
Thanks for sharing.
Yes.
Alex, seriously can't thank you enough for joining us in the Zoom today on behalf of the Chamber, on behalf of Shannon, myself. Just thank you so much for joining us.
Brandon, Shannon, thank you so much. Appreciate being with you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You as well.